to enjoy every movie discussion time. In honor of seeing 50/50, today we're going to be talking about when it's appropriate to cry at movies and when it's inappropriate. So we'll start off with Max. What do you think?
Okay, I think there is an appropriate time and place to cry in a movie. I actually have a checklist here that I would like to use, and you can ask me whether or not it's appropriate to cry in a movie, okay?
Okay.
Name a movie you cried in, Ryan?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I'm going to run you through a quick checklist to tell you if it's okay or not for you to cry in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
Okay, the first part, are you a female?
No.
No, okay? During the movie, did you get hit in the nose with a ball, in the face with a ball, or was it really cold in there?
No.
Okay, not appropriate to cry for you. I'm sorry that it's not appropriate to cry.
Okay.
So while we were getting ready to do this podcast, I asked Max, and he says he has never ever cried at a single movie.
Is that
Which
true?
I
That's
just think
true.
is so hard to believe.
Like, in the theater, or never even watching the movie at home?
No.
Ever?
The only time I've ever cried reading or watching a movie was when I was reading Where the Red Fern Grows. Like, at the end, one of the dog dies, and I vividly remember, like, a tear came down, and I went like this. Bullshit! And I threw the book across the room. That's the last time, and that was okay because I was, how old are you when you're 12? Yeah.
Okay.
I
guess nothing matched the tragic intensity of Where the Red Fern Grows.
it just doesn't. I mean, once
maybe you peaked right. Maybe
I
that
think
was
so.
like the most
it was pretty brutal.
traumatizing thing that could ever happen, and just
They
nothing's ever compared.
they take out the dog's intestines and like wash them off, and put it back in. It's like very graphic and sad. And then it dies a couple days later, and then the other one dies from a broken heart. That's sad.
That's tragic.
That's sadder than a
Oh,
monkey.
you look like you're getting teary-eyed right now.
I'm not. I just don't want to talk about it.
In preparation for this podcast, I made a list of all the movies that I've cried at,
Okay.
but I also made a joke list. So I'll read the real list real quick,
Okay.
and I'll let you guys decide what the funniest one is. But Artificial Intelligence, Forrest Gump, Driving Miss Daisy, Rain Man, Fiddler on the Roof, It's a Wonderful Life, Stranger Than Fiction, Brokeback Mountain, the beginning of Up, Saving Private Ryan, the scene in Spider-Man 2 where he saves all the people on the train.
That was after 9/11,
Wall-E. And then I started making lists of like other things that I've cried at that might not be movies. Like Friday Night Lights, I cried a lot. At the end of the British Office, I cried. During Lost, the episode The Constant, where Desmond and Penny see each other again, I cried then.
Yeah.
I think the only book I've cried at is The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, because that was really sad.
Yeah, it was.
I cried at a comic strip once. There's a Calvin and Hobbes story where he finds a dead raccoon, and that's really sad.
Maybe you should stop, dude.
I teared up at the end of Infamous 2, which is a video game. That's the first, and there's a YouTube video of an autistic kid that they put in the fourth quarter, and he starts draining all these threes, and I always tear up when I watch it.
Here's the thing about tearing up. I think I get closer to tearing up when it's a documentary or it's a really good commercial. You know what I mean? Like a movie, I feel like it's like very fantasy and it's not
A really good commercial.
Yeah, like a commercial where like a soldier comes home and starts making coffee, because that really happens. You know what I mean?
That's weird, because that's on my joke list.
Well, I don't know. Just like I don't know. I think movies. I know that it's fake. I don't know. Why do you guys?
Well,
tear
not
up?
all movies are fake.
Yeah,
first
that's
of
true.
all.
That's true. Braveheart.
And a lot of movies, just like your soldier commercial, they're not all fantasies. Most movies
I
are
know.
probably based in the
I'm
real
not even
world.
saying that. I'm just saying I'm in a mode of watching the story. I don't know. I just don't know how to get so invested to where I tear up. You know what I mean?
You know what does it for me every time? not movie, but the Christian Lion video. You guys know that where the two guys.
Oh yeah,
gave
Christian
their
the Lion.
Yeah,
the
lost their
YouTube
lion and
video.
they went and visited again a year
Yeah.
later. Man, that gets me every time.
That one's good, except when the tiger runs up or the lion runs up, I'm always like, oh shit! Like, what if it did attack them? What if it did fucking eat them? It would just be as popular a video, but everyone would be like, oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I probably wouldn't cry
I
as
think
much
I
as
teared
that.
up during Grizzly Man. You
Grizzly
know
Man
that?
is really sad.
Didn't do it for me.
But I think it's weird that you cried at Brokeback Mountain because you just cried because it was over. It wasn't really so much that you
I
were
was
sad.
really in heaven. And then, the lights came on in the theater, and so I started crying, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think the beginning of Up is really, it's like, sad.
And there's not even any dialogue. They did a really good job. The same with Wally.
Yeah, Wally was awesome too. But here's the thing: do you feel comfortable crying, like with whoever you're at the theater with?
See,
Well, it depends.
Because I think that's another thing is it'd be really hard for me to be sitting next to someone and start crying.
yeah. When I'm with somebody, I can hold it back. But when I'm alone, which is most of the time when I go see a movie,
That
I
made me sad just
I have
now.
no problem just letting it go.
Yeah.
I mean,
But what if the lights come on and you walk out? Don't you feel stupid?
well, I always know whenever it's getting close to the end of a movie, and I try to calm myself down and know myself. There was a movie recently that the
Get your
very
game face on,
last
Ryan.
scene was I don't know, but I actually cried a little bit during a trailer this last movie that I saw for The Vow, which is by the same writers or producers of The Notebook. So
I sometimes tear
for me.
up during trailers. Because it's the music. The music swells.
Yeah, music is a big help you cry. I can't believe your cry list, Matt.
I know. You
Jeez,
guys want
Lo.
to hear my joke one?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Although I feel like it's not going to be as funny as the real one. We go.
Probably not. Cool Runnings, Speed, The Devil Wears Prada, Cool Runnings 2, Revenge of the Bobsled, Ocean's 12, Weird Science, which I didn't cry during the movie, but my mom wouldn't let me rent it, and so I started crying. Folgers Coffee commercial, The Mighty Ducks 1, and The Mighty Ducks 3, but not Mighty Ducks 2. Juana Man. One time I was doing a maze on a McDonald's placemat, and I started crying. City Slickers, the trailer, but not the movie. Smurfs 3D, the nutritional value of a V8, and Bad Teacher.
It's really no more absurd than your real list.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That was my joke list.
What movies have you cried at, Ryan?
I'm a crier when it comes to movies. I mean, I wouldn't even begin making a list.
Just
I could probably
every-
pick out
every
moments
movie.
of 50% of the movies that I see where I can tear up a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I guess
that.
really, I mean, just to be clear, we're not talking about bawling, right? I mean, I
That's what
guess
I'm
we
picturing.
kind of need to define crying here. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
Mine was any tearing up at all.
right. Yeah.
Like if a tear escapes your eye, sometimes you try to blink it back, especially like if you're trying to, not look like a dork.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one time Ryan watched, it was like a movie about 9/11. Was it a TV movie?
I don't know. Both of them were really good. There was one that came out on theater
Yeah.
and one that was TV.
You call him and you're like, man, real emotional after this movie. I've been crying a lot.
I don't think that happened.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that I cried during either one of those.
You're
but
like, they fought, man.
I don't think I called you.
Yeah, you
I
did.
told you about it.
You're like, they fought, man. They fought hard. You didn't say that much, pretty much. Okay. I don't know what you want me to say here. I feel
You're heartless.
don't want to hurt you guys' feelings. I think
That's
it's.
right.
I
Some
think.
of us, are real humans. Some of us are robots made of tin.
But that's the thing is, I feel like I am more emotionally aware than both of you.
Why would you say that? What would possibly make you think that?
I don't know. I think you guys might need to see somebody.
I think maybe you need to go back to whatever inventor created you and see if you can write a motion software program to update.
And then you can make a movie about it, and Matt can cry over it.
Okay, yeah. I'll just make a trailer. That's gonna be my goal, is to make a trailer that make you guys cry. I'm gonna do that.
It won't be that hard.
All right, we gotta wrap this up.
All right.
I think we're wrapped up.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Let us know what movies you cry on Facebook.